Send a letter to my enemy. Same thing for my friend of me. Say you messing up the street stars. Fade dope, that's that sheet rock. And if you want, we can take it there. On the Lord Consiglia. And I'm a player named Undone. Knock your broad out of pom-pom. And I'm sipping on rum. Go off like gun. Treat a broad like a Tootsie Pop. Lick the center, go dumb. Beat it up, Undone, got road rage. Pray the Lord that I let her see COA. Young man, what I be with always. And every day I kick edge like sensei. And look a man in the eye when you talking to him. Bet 1,000, shoot 1,000, better run it back. The grip of the line paw when you come pursuing. And anything that you owe, I gotta get it back. Life of a hustler, G for gentleman, but I keep it gangster. When in the head, I love my life, so I keep a banger. Thought I was slipping, he was tripping, I ain't out about it. Stay safe, stay dangerous, don't get out of pocket. Every city we go, you gon' see black and you gon' see gold. This little light, I know it gon' show. This little light, I know it gon' show. Every city we go, you gon' see black and you gon' see gold. This little light, I know it gon' show. This little light, I know it gon' show. Every city we go, I say 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 every city we go. You gon' see black and you gon' see gold. This is the light, I know it gon' show. In every city that I go, I say every city we go. 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 Let the light, you know I'ma let it show. I'ma let it shine on my mind. My mind run down, ain't wasting no time. I say every city we go. 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 I say so chill, right? I'm sitting out here talking to self while hollering at God. And God will let self know, like, yeah, it is a crazy coincidence. Like, everybody come to God with their problems, for help, blessings, or what have you. But who God go to when God need to vent? When God need to let some off his shoulders or get some off his chest. The Lord's Consiglia. Yeah, peace and love. Y'all tune into another episode of the Lord Consiglia with your host with the most, Lord Infinite, aka Test for Celeste, BKA a player named Undone, SKA Mr. Gigante, and sometime unknown that I got so many names, man, but we gonna skip that a little bit. But like we always do, we gotta plug in the merchandise and everything. Like I said, we got pendants and stuff like that. We do shirts, you know what I'm saying? Wholesale, get your bulk, all the deals and stuff going on. Like tap in definitely for that. And then y'all, for more information, y'all can follow us on the Facebook page. On that facebook.com/Visionary Leaders of Society. That right there coming at y'all live on the feed right there. But without further ado, man, we hope y'all having a blessed day, productive, positive, and all that. I know y'all could have been anywhere else in the world right now, but y'all chiming in with us right now, listen to the sound of my aggravating voice and all of that whatnot. But I ain't gonna even hold y'all, man. Today we got a powerful show just to give y'all a background a little bit with beloved brother. Like when I had did the for me when I did the Out the Porch podcast. I mean, I've been tapped in with bro Rick for a minute. Like we've been linking that conversation and I get like connected through the Visionary Leaders page or what have you. But one of the bro had reached out to me and was like, man, you know who that is, like with the comment. It just kind of blew my mind. Like, I'm like, who that is? He was like, with Marstar. I mean, forgive me and pardon me for my ignorance, you know what I'm saying? Being in the South, coming from that country, you know what I'm saying? I knew who Twister was, but I wasn't really familiar with the master ability and speeding out on master and whatnot. But definitely charged to my heart, not my head. But that being said, man, I want to bring our beloved big bro on right now, man. Peace
What's
and love, you
going
know what I'm saying?
on?
Peace.
Peace and love.
Man, how you doing, man? Introduce yourself to the people, man, while we got
My Mobsta BigRick. Been for the cause for over 30 something years. You dig? Speeding our mouth extraordinary. We got platinum and gold situations going. A lot of the brothers understand this entertainment industry. And right now, what I currently do is I do management and I do a lot of bookings and all type of stuff, man. Just really educating the brothers that really want to be down in the situation.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna kind of get more deep into that right there a
Yes,
little bit.
sir.
But yeah, like get a people of your background, know what I'm saying? Who is Master Rick, bro? Where you come from? Like, what was your upbringing?
I'm from the west side of Chicago. Yeah, no, rest in peace to my uncle, Al Gunny, Monroe Banks, Hadari. He did come from the Hadari tribe. He did Walt was my godfather. So, real instrumental in walking and understanding and learning everything. So I feel like for this generation now, probably like one of the last organic people that actually walked and learned and understood because I was there with all the people that they praise right now, but I was a youngin. So I still got the same knowledge. Other than that, far as the entertainment side, speeding out mobsters, instrumental in putting that together with my guys. I was, been doing that since the early '90s. Instrumental in just helping a lot of the other artists in the city, broker deals and broker situations outside of the market. Right now, I'm an executive for the Digital Soulbot Network, which is the Gangster Chronicles, Glasses Malone podcast, a whole bunch of stuff. Also, I do consulting files with entertainment, and I also am how could they say a life skill teacher, I guess, for
A life
the
coach.
urban community. Yeah, life coach. That's what they
Okay.
call me. I ain't true though. Yep.
yeah, yeah, man. But I was just like you were catching on the opening, man. But that blew my mind. Like we were building for a minute, but it was like somebody had pulled my coat. Like man, like you speeding out. Know what I'm saying? Them boy fucking with you. I'm like, who is that? Know what I'm saying? Like I mean, pardon me for my ignorance. Know what I'm saying? So then when
It's okay.
I started doing the research. I'm like, these guys really made it, man. Like y'all made it to the big screen. Like y'all did y'all damn thing again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you got business deals and stuff like that on the table and stuff going like that. But out for this conversation, I want to pick your brain like as a seeker, as a student, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that
Okay.
trying to get on or somebody that trying to find their way in. And you coming from the cut from the same cloud we cut from. So it like, I mean, I done seen a lot. I ain't gonna say I seen it, but I was just looking at the overview to some of the interviews you did, and I ain't really trying to repeat some of them similar incident, but I just want to pick your brain. I know you said you come from the west side, so in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, like was y'all just trying to be robber? What was the original
The old
game plan?
the plan was this. We always trying to make it. So you gotta think we come out of the heyday where all the street money was at its highest as that was being, but we had structure and law. So we followed the law, and like it was consequences for everything. But everybody, had different talent, and that's what I try to express to my youngins. Like everybody can't be the this here man here that's the gangster or everybody. It's gonna be regular people. It's gonna be people do this. So you gotta go follow your characteristics. So at the time, we knew that we had some more to bring instead of what was being offered. So we was trying to find our way, and my guys was like in it, and I wanted to be a part of it. It's just that me, I always had a business mind. So at that time, I wasn't mature enough, but I can talk real good, if that makes sense. So, I was right there for everything. I'm
You
not
know what they
mature enough,
say
but my
about
guys,
what they say dazzle them with brilliance or baffle them with bullshit. I feel
right, right. But I was really on law, what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think this is the era like, let me take them back a little bit. When you got Uther doing what he do, you got Pierre doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? You got Angelo at his prime. You got all this is going on. We all from the west side of Chicago, and the west side not that big, but at the same time, we make so much power with the movement that we got that man, it's man. You got to think it's a lot of things going on, but at the same time, we had a lot of love and unity because we came off structure and law. So we applied all that to it, and that's why you see a lot of the groups that's from that era, that's from the West Side, really sticking to each other because all we had was us. And you got to think all of us was, first cousins, but their last name strong.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I wanna like
so
like I mean like did the pig go like not to stay there, but to go there like you were saying you was a youngin like a fly on the wall like when a lot of these guys was in their prime. So what like not necessarily what was the difference, but what was the teaching not to go all the way, you know what I'm saying, inside of the book, but like we look on the in society right now, you got different one warring with each other, like the coach, and then you like I'm taking it that you was seeing it before the drug came into the pitch.
I seen it. The different drawing for me was that you got to think like rest in peace to my old man, and like Walt and all of them, and Untha and all them. See, when they was gone on their university leaves, they would call my mother house. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think I was raised around all the top people, so I'm getting the best of knowledge, the best of training, the best of understanding. And I just thought that's how everybody moves. So I moved the way I've seen and learned and heard every day. And a lot of us in that era did because we was trying to like now a lot of them look for attention. But then,
Mm-hmm.
you had to learn. That means you had to earn your credibility, earn your respect out here. And the first way was to understand law and understand why we here and why we doing what we do and be productive in what we doing. So that was me. I was like to the you have some people be at 80%. I was at 200% on law and structure and understanding, but I had the opportunity to move around and go state to state and see things. So I started utilizing that along with the situation we had five with the entertainment. I just meshed the two together along with the other stuff that we was doing that it don't supposed to be broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yes, sir.
but it's a blessing I'm still here today, and I can talk about all them years and seeing all the transitions and when I see ones they saying they ride this way with it and ride that way with it, and I'm just like, nah, I was there. I know the understanding of why you feel like
Yeah, see, yeah,
that's
that was,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. See, that's why I want to get into that conversation like that, because you brought up a key point. You were like, you know what I'm saying, they calling your mom her, but they ain't the point that you brought up. You were like, when you started seeing like how different people moving different, like I see that right now, and then a lot of all in my generation and the one coming after, they trying to get back to how ones was in that time again before the drug came in, but a lot of people, they don't have a proper example to go off of other than what they see on Gangland, YouTube. We still got the Lord thing documentary, but I mean that's a movie. It's a documentary. Like it got facts in it, but when you do a movie or documentary, like I mean, I'm into the world, so I know you gotta make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? They kind of market it good, so I can get like that was just a PG-13 version of what went on. So
right,
I can just like I know, but I'm saying that to say a lot of people trying to go back to the old time, but they don't really have no they don't have no foot to stand on.
right. And the issue is, from what I see, this my opinion. It's not nobody to guide them there, and the ones that are, they not looking at them and utilizing them for that. It's a lot of food play in there because people have their own motives that's bigger than what it's supposed to be. But I think always bigger than what it's supposed to be, and that just how that's just my upbringing, and that's how I was able to go and deal with everybody because that's how I was raised. You got to think when you say like the El Shabazz house, you got to think my daddy other brother, that's his house. You get what I'm saying? You got to think far as the Shabazz house, the other Shabazz house, right? My other uncles or cousins. You got to think, and then like just say with and them, same demonstration, cousin or a family member right there. You got to think I had like the whole move, right? It was like and it sound crazy. I had so I didn't have no discrepancy with going and moving around because I had key family members in there, and it was okay. I never seen them dispute. But as I got older and I started coming to my own self, I started understanding how the miscommunication can come, how the discrepancy can come, because it was going to a point to where we all come to age and we live, and then we come to a point to where we little renegades ourselves because we trying to make a foot mark for our little situation or our little time. It's just that in my generation, I understood what it was beforehand, and then when I try to make my imprint, I couldn't make the imprint that like say a generation now do because I respected that law come before anything. And I'm gonna
Mm.
respect you. You got to give respect to get it, and that's what they don't get. It. It's not nobody really to stamp that down. Like, man, go learn what you was beforehand. And I'm talking about the like the elders, super elders is not here. When you talking about on that documentary, that's a good start. But go see where the breakup came. Go understand that. Understand how you can be better and teach the ones that's around you to understand that just because you see on social media or on these other documentaries that they just doing this, that ain't what we do. We are a real life foundation, an organization that help our own first, and that's how we was raised. We was raised to help our own first and get what I own and see what we got within ours. And everybody can't be the top man. Everybody have a position, and that's the problem. That everybody want to be the attention top man, but that ain't the one you want over your head. You know what I'm saying? That ain't for everybody. That's the best way to put it. It ain't for
Nah,
everybody, but you got to
yeah. So what
understand
they
where you come
say,
from.
heavy is the head that wear the crown.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, I feel you though, bro. But yeah, man, I'm just soaking up the knowledge what you were saying, cause that in my mind, I can see it. Like I done read and I done did my own research and I can see the division where it came in. I can empathize and relate to it, but everybody ain't critical thinker. And when you trying to
No,
shadow with some people, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people need real time example. Like
yeah, they
it
do.
like did with me. I can see it in the church. Like I can paraphrase the Bible in certain scripture well, but I can't really point out this scripture, that scripture, but that a lot of time I'm using that as a example without going too deep into detail. A lot of people they want like it's in their mind, you know what I'm saying, the history. You gotta know from point A, point Z, but without actually understanding what went on. And it hinders people and they go back to what you were saying. Like a lot of people want to be chief, not enough Indian, you know what I'm saying? It's a body on leg on head. Everybody got a part to play. I mean, even with
Everybody
me right
does.
now, I mean, I do a lot, but I do a lot because I be ready to get a job away, but a lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't reliable, and sometimes a lot of people don't understand the vision, the big picture. And just like you said, like you were just getting into that, like it's hard to see the big picture. And man, I mean, to go deep into your history, you know what I'm saying? Because this is an interview setting, though, bro. Like, that dope to be raised and groomed, like, in the midst of all that. And then I can just see the coach. I seen one of the albums y'all did, like Nation Business and stuff. Like it would kind of, y'all would kind of putting that in the music. You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting the coach in the music, kind of like what I do. And that just deep. You know what I'm saying? Y'all took it to a real major platform.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and at the time for us, it really wasn't nobody representing our house at all. Besides, like with fathers, family wise, you gotta think us, the flick, drama, Brad, who else? Psychodrama, do or die. We all close knit because again, we all first cousins, but we always came up together. And you got to think it wasn't like now where everybody can go here, there, and there. We had. So, but from our house, it wasn't no representation. But what I think that Bro them did for us was he kind of they went more, in our era, they went more in detail about the actual lifestyle that we lived at that time. And see, at that time, it still was a lot of respect and honor moving around. So you can hear it all through the music, you know what I mean? But that was lost once they took the ones off the streets and they took the ones to the graveyard that had their ears. And that's the part that hurt me because I see a lot of them talking about they this, that, and the other, but I don't see them living like that. See, I take this thing to heart. I'm talking about from the living standpoint on down. That's what I do, even though I'm not active fires day to day, but in my heart and my lifestyle is this is all I know. I get questioned about a lot of things every day, like 5 tattoos every day when I'm in corporate America. And I tell them the truth. I just say, man, this was a lifestyle, but it was an understanding lifestyle. It's like, man, it's crazy, but it's just not
I mean,
anybody.
yeah,
It's
part of my body though. But you doing right, bro. You're a celebrity though. Like you one of our celebrities, so you really can't move like that on a day to day. So I mean, it ain't no you can't take that at no crutch though. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a legend though, bro. You made it to the big
appreciate
screen.
love.
You made it
Yeah,
to the big screen in the time of no internet, bro. Like you know how hard it is to grind back then. Like, bro, y'all made it to the big
man.
screen in a time of no internet, bro.
Do you understand this though? Let me tell our people this. Do you understand from our other brothers that's from the other side, right? They always have representation. They always represent the great city of Chicago somewhere with something they was doing. We never had any representation that represent us. And you got to think we always been an underdog. So my whole duration through doing life, once I figured out what I wanted to do, was I was gonna let people know about our side, our culture, our thing, because it was a beautiful thing because we was against all the odds. You gotta understand. If you watch any documentaries on my city, it's gonna talk about our other brothers on the other side. A whole bunch of their did not make it. just like down the media where I see when I go state to state and I see a lot of them emulating what they seeing from the popular nothing like the younger ones, they know a little bit, but they don't know nothing too much about where we come from. And where we come from, we make the city, my opinion. And uh geared towards economics and making a difference. Whether it's right or wrong, that's always been our thing. So when you gear towards economics and making a difference and being the fashion statements, people emulate that and take it to their area, but other people get credit for it. So that's the thing that I wanted to do anywhere I went, and it's to this day. They be like, "Man, where you from?" I always say I'm from the west side of Chicago. You'll never hear me just say Chicago, the west side, because it's personal with me. 290 is personal for me because I know the struggle. I understand it's a lot of voices, people out there, but we got a super impact because we got brothers and sisters across the, across the globe doing what we do or representing us, but they don't know that it was a struggle and it still is a struggle for the masses to understand that this is what we do. We always been an underdog, so I'm gonna be a champion to keep fighting.
Yes, sir. I'm finna spend the part of my battle. I'm finna spend
Okay,
these comments real quick, like yeah, before they get too heavy. Got to
go
keep
ahead.
everybody in rotation. Yeah, peace and law, Clark Kent, man. Appreciate the time and then, beloved, peace and law. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to T brother too. Say I mean too. Only person who's been the man wants to be the man. That real. That's for real, bro. Know what I'm saying? Shout out to Toot again. He say it mighty, it mighty, beloved.
Almighty.
You know what I'm saying? Like beloved Abdul Khair. You know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam,
Nigga,
beloved.
long.
You know what I'm saying? Derek, you know what I'm saying? Shout out beloved, bro, man. You been but you been rocking with the program saying I know we ain't even really had a bill, but it's all love, fam. You know what I'm saying? Definitely on true Toot again, you know what I'm saying? Point blank and coming with the first I seen. Point blank and coming. Oh, I guess he talking about with the rap with the representative nation, point blank and coming.
Oh, yeah. Point blank. Yeah, yes, sir. Call me from out south, but that's my man. He from my house too, but he, you know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But what you were saying, I ain't mean to cut your wisdom short bit,
I
bro.
know.
But you
You good, man. We this us. I'm here with my brothers and sisters. We here. This is what we do. Pick y'all pick my brain, ask what you want, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this though. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of all my brothers in the South. That's my brothers and sisters that's making a difference out there. That make my heart glow because it make me feel like the days of when we was coming, man. We might have been doing our chaotic thing and in the different houses outside, but at the end of the day, we still have the community. And I love to see that and I want y'all to keep it going because that made us, like my generation and the elders that y'all don't get to talk to all the time, feel real good because man, that impact there would turn the whole thing around, believe it or not, man, because we need everybody doing what they do. But you
yeah, I
gotta
want
understand, it's enough tough guys. We need businessmen,
mhm.
just like this
yeah, I want
gentleman I'm talking to.
now I want to tap in, plug y'all in. Visionary leader, we created this program 5 years ago. Well, 2014 or 15, or probably 16. But the mission of visionary leader is to eliminate economic and financial illiteracy within our community here and abroad. But really, like it touched on what you were just saying, big bro. Cause like I saw that Lord thing documentary. I just studied a lot of books. Like you can see the books behind me and stuff like that. But
Yes, sir.
the like what happened with me, what clicked in my mind, you know what I'm saying, on the business tip, it two things, you know what I'm saying? I speak on the first thing. The first thing when we had the businesses, tasty free, teen talk, you know what I'm saying, African Lion store, you know what I'm saying, the after school program, etc. A lot of that was government funded. So
Yeah,
when they declared the war on the games, how they spoke on in the documentary, a lot of these guys started backing out of the funding. So we started losing funding. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these programs weren't able to exist without the funding from the government. So that was the one thing I saw. And two, I seen it with the Hell's Angel. If y'all know the Hell, if y'all look, it kind of romanticized a little bit when you look at Hell's Angel, a lot of these white motorcycle club, but they down the baddest in the black game. You know what I'm saying? They do killing, they kill police, like they get caught up with drugs and shit like that. But they blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? You can go to a Walmart and stuff. They got Hell's Angel, you know what I'm saying, merchandise in Walmart. You know what I'm saying? They got some of these got merchandise in some of these stores. So they able to make money off of their organization. You know what I'm saying? So when I looked at it, went back to the drawing board, it was like, okay, man, we got our organization, you know what I'm saying? We got what's going on, but it ain't against the law to be a vice lord, but it's against the law to do and partake in criminal stuff. So in my mind, then going back to the blueprint or the drawing board with a business strategy, it was like remarket it, you know what I'm saying? Like they create legitimate product that we can sell from the pendant to the merchandise. Like my goal, I got a bigger vision, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you selling merchandise yourself. You can make, I'm gonna share it on the page. We all can eat. Cause at the end of the day, the game is supply and demand. If we can create a big enough demand, you know what I'm saying, all of us can get in on the supply. But I just want to plug that in right there, beloved.
Oh, no problem, man. Now you supposed to, and that was brilliant. That was brilliant. What I would like though, say a lot of my guys, like, because I know a lot of my brothers and sisters that's probably on here from like the SIP or Alabama and all that, and saying you call yourself coming from these other houses, that's my first cousins. I would like for y'all to start taking time because I see y'all put your demonstration down in like the greatest way, and I love it. But start making sure your elders that's in the city that's still alive and kicking is together. Sometimes it hurt me, and a lot of y'all elders are my relatives, so I know what's really going on every angle. I would just love for y'all to take care of them elders and just make sure they straight because they put a lot of time in. Like you might call yourself putting a lot of time in and doing what you do to get things established. You gotta think them elders went through a lot of different times that you will never get to see. And for you to represent that house like you do. So take care of them elders, man, because that's all y'all. That's your knowledge book right there. Your elders.
Yes, sir. I'm in agreement with that. I do that myself in any way I can. You know what I'm saying? Like I do that. But my question is like not necessarily my question, but
Go ahead.
just for the sake of conversation, how would that look? You know what I'm saying, for one to do that?
How
Like to
would it look?
take, yeah, like what you know what I'm saying? What would it be that what would it be your suggestion and how one should do that? Like the probably honor the elder.
Well, like what I seen, like Arkansas do, Tennessee do was what I used to do was this. I used to go down with like okay, so I'll probably be the liaison in the situation sometime, right? But I don't care about that because I know everybody trying to get the common goal accomplished, right? So what we would do would like say you having a celebration, right? And we know months ahead of time, you make sure that elder get down there so they can get their celebration and get their flowers, man. Because if I look at it like this, if you can go to that mall or to online and order them Jordans to be fresh as hell, then it should be nothing for you to make sure that some that you supposed to be self and you look up to get to these events, or vice versa. Say like minister got something going on. Everybody should be in attendance if they applicable to make it happen. Like if it's enough time out to do it, because you got to think these are living legends, and we want any part of the knowledge or anything that we can get from them far as that, so we can keep the real movement alive. You feel me? So that's what I think a lot of them should do. Just reach out to somebody who they look up to, but then have them reach out to their elders that's still around, if applicable, and make sure if you're gonna do some celebration to call yourself from this house, that house, this other house, make it right. Because that shows volume to them. that shows love to them, and that's what we need to do. We can't just be somewhere in a section talking about we this, but you ain't in tune with these people, and these people that down there constructed what you call yourself. You can't do that. That's disrespectful to me.
I mean, I'm hip, man. I'm with you on that. Cause like it ain't no, I ain't saying it ain't no problem, but see what it is. It's a disconnect. Like with me, I'm glad. See, my dad was my best friend. It's a long story. I wrote it in my book, broke down the story. I mean, my dad ended up getting real close. I started hanging with my daddy friends and stuff like that. God rest his soul. But I kind of picked up his generation. Then when I stayed with my grandma, I kind of picked up her generation. And then we already come from a hood. So like with me, I'm able to relate to like know what I'm saying? Like 3 to 4 different generations. Everybody ain't like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my
Exactly.
30, I'm 33, and we having a conversation right now. Like we brother, like on the same level. Like, bitch, you really my elder, bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You my
Right.
elder, but I'm saying that to say I know how to talk to people. A lot of when it comes to a lot of certain elder don't know how to talk to the youth, and some youth don't know how to really listen to the elder. It kind of come
Right.
out like the elder giving him a direction like you need to do this, where it come out like a command. And then I brought this up on the a previous episode too. I studied stuff too, you know what I'm saying? I'm real observant. What I realized did too, like we come from in our generation, we come from a lot of situations where it's a lot of single parent mother raising a lot of these boys. A woman can't teach a man to be a man. I can't raise a boy to be a man. And what end up happening in a lot of cases, these guys grow up hating the nigga that made them. So if you hate the guy, if you hate the dude that made you, the man that made you, it's hard for you to really respect other men. And ain't nothing homo and nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? So it like we as a brother, like how you know what I'm saying, how can I see my brother right here I'm talking to as a equal if I don't respect the nigga that made me, which is my father? I can say I love him, but if I don't have that type of love and understanding and respect for that type of authority, you know what I'm saying? The person out of the person that made me, if I look at my dad, oh, you a worldly piece. If I ain't have that type of respect for a man, like I couldn't take that nowhere else. And I see it's a lot like these generation younger. It's a lot of they. I love my youth, you know what I'm saying? But a lot, a
I
lot of
love
them
them
got
too.
that. A lot of them got that. It's different, but they'll take it all the way down. Cause like it ain't. It heartless right now. Ain't no love in the street. But I did, you know what I'm saying? I try to find that heart though. But I speak to it. I come at him like a big brother. But I'm saying that going back into the conversation with the elder, I do that in my demonstration. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to the elder, I get you make sure I give y'all respect. Even in how I
Right.
talk to you and how I carry myself out. But it hard to really teach other brother that ain't been grown up and conditioned into that. We gotta we gotta put ourselves back into some training.
Yeah.
Like you brought up a key point in the beginning. You were living by law. But a lot of these guys, they living outside of law. You know what I'm saying? They don't really respect the law. Okay, like, damn, who the hell you to tell me to do something? I'm grown. I got more money than you. Like, why I'm gonna
Right.
listen? Why I'm gonna listen to you? So it's like it's that type of disconnect. But I'm all for what you saying. That we definitely gotta bridge the gap between the youth and the elder.
And let me tell them something too. I feel them. I want all of them to be leaders in their own world. So look, if you never been a good servant or a good worker, you'll never be a good leader. That's the motto. And
Mm.
see, and then another thing that's going on, no disrespect to nobody, because we gonna get it how we gonna get it. It's not no discipline that's being reprimanded when you out of order. See, like if somebody get on that, then you wanna dismantle that person. But now when I was coming, there was consequences for things you did that wasn't approved or wasn't self. You can't just do that, and that's the difference. It's like, and as me being an older person, I respect the hell out of it because you gotta have that line because respect only comes with more respect. And if you don't
Yes,
respect nothing, you respect nothing, and you don't understand self, then why are you calling yourself this? Because this ain't that. Because
Yes, sir.
when you go take them vacations, once you bump your head a couple times, it's gonna be that when you there, definitely.
I
And
mean,
if not,
yes, sir.
you gonna get disciplined.
Yeah, 'cause I mean they like a lot. Like I had to go through that sit down. 'Cause I was wilding out on my side. Like when they sat my ass down for them 3 months, that humbled me. Like I know I can't just talk to these police in the kind
Yep.
of way. Like I'm saying that like you brought up a good point though. You were like a lot of these guys they can't deal with being corrected. Like I done seen this in certain in a few instances. Like a brother brought up on charges or whatnot. He'll rather go to war than stay in trial for a case. He'll rather, you know what I'm saying, kill some brother, his own kind, than stand up for his wrongdoing. Like
Right.
he'll go to war with, like I see that though. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, not to confuse with the house renegade, but that's how a lot of these guys become renegade.
Yep.
Like they they buck, you know what I'm saying, run from being on well let me
Discipline.
yeah, run from the I'm gonna run these comment too. Like they be blowing up. Definitely Abdul coming back again, the almighty nation of law there. The bro say, also Abdul say, put him in tune with my podcast, beloved. Post your podcast in the comment, and I'll definitely put it across the screen so we can so everybody can know what I'm saying, have a knowledge of your podcast, beloved. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
definitely.
Yeah, they bro Salino, know what I'm saying? Free Lord bro. They bro out of Arkansas right now. Free Lord Buck, man. You know what I'm saying? He
Hey,
shout
Buck,
out.
what up? That's my man, man. I did a lot of work because you know that's my uncle house. He represent my uncle house. You feel me? Uncle China. That's Uncle China and them tribe out there. But I mess with them boys. I mess with all them my boy Torian out there and all them guys, man. But
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. Say, let me know we in tune to him. Bro, also say fifth and sixth generation tune, beloved. Then
I mean,
Bucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, big up, Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know it, Lord, Buck. Free Buck, man, to Buck free. You know what I'm saying, bro? So you might agree.
man, that's my man.
Oh, all these
My man used to
facts.
call
Shout.
me anytime he can.
oh,
Oh, that's hey, all the facts on there.
oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's all the fact.
Hey, yeah, that's one of mine. Lotus, you did? Yeah, her diary house. That's one of mine right there.
yeah,
That's one
yeah,
of
you
mine.
man, that love,
Hey,
man. Shout.
he was in the demonstration with me. Man, y'all go tune into all the facts.
Oh, bro, just put it on the podcast. That's it. The Almighty Nation of Lord isn't paid. Definitely, definitely,
Yep.
that's the podcast. But yeah, man, but definitely, man, we back into it, man. Know what I'm saying? We got about like a good little 17 more minutes left on the interview, man. Let get back into it, man. So what's going on now? Like, far as what was it back then? Like getting into the industry as opposed to the hurdles and stuff that going on right now.
Okay. So back then it was you gotta think everything was based out of LA or New York. And Atlanta just was sliding in a little bit. You gotta think a little bit. This pre TLC days, right? So you literally had to go there and everything was sound in New York. This before the South took over the music industry. So you basically had to, man, it was a lot of things going on, but it was a humbling underground experience where you could make good money being independent back then, but it was a lot of footwork. So like I respect the Bay, but back then it was, man, you try to get on the radio, you think you going down to that station, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Pink House. No, man, it was hectic. But versus to now you got so many different ways you can do things. But to me, this is my opinion, guys. It's oversaturated. It's oversaturated because you got a lot of people that's not bringing creativity, but they creative. If that because I don't want to disrespect nobody's dreams and step on nobody's toes. And the thing was in our era is to be original and be you, but at the same time you're gonna bring your flavor. So now you got so many ways and so many different ways to get to it. It's like which way you want to go. But one thing I want to tell my brothers and sisters out here that's listening, definitely learn the music business more than your creative side. The creativity part is easy. That's the easy part. Learn the music business so you'll know which way you want to go and shoot your situation if that's something you're pursuing. Because if you hear a lot of stories about the money came, but when you sign that paperwork, it's a different type of world, and it can affect you in all different type of ways. You hear the stories every day, all day. So I just encourage people, just like you get on that phone to go on all the social media, just like you take the time out to find the BS, take some time out for yourself if it's something you're gonna pursue to understand the music business. And then it's a lot of people, like I tell, like with me, I wanted to be a performer. Once I understand the music business a little bit after some trials and tribulation with my guys and with my other brothers, I seen I was a businessman. That was the best fit for me, but I didn't want to believe it. And I'm like, you know what? That is because I can get the best out of me in this situation and still be involved. But long story short, learn the music business. It's too many Google phones out here, too many iPhones, too many situations where you can learn it. And you need to learn that first. Don't come out here talking about you got this, and you don't know how it works. But you're gonna be a lonely soul. Ain't no friends in this industry. Ain't none. Ain't no, oh, that's my homie. You can look out for. No. Business. Just like you open up a restaurant. You open up a restaurant. You need people to come in there and buy food. Right? So you need people to come by into your lifestyle, yeah, what you got going. So I always look at it for the business part. Is ain't no emotions in there.
So you got anything you wish you would have did better, or anything that you like you know how they say, if I know now what I knew then, I'll be in a better situation.
If I knew business like I knew the streets and street business back in 1992, 3, and 4, like I know it right now in 222 and 22, I'd have had a whole different lifestyle because I would know how to maneuver, not even just for entertainment, just because business is business. I would know how to maneuver, and I could have took a lot of people that had a yearning mind a lot further instead of now me being older trying to teach it. And when you're young, you feel like you know it all. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I wish I knew that now. I mean, knew that then because we could have had all the houses in a great place where this generation here could have benefited from it. So that's why I'm telling people go educate yourself. Financial literacy too. Go educate yourself. This brother got financial literacy, everything over there. Go educate yourself. It ain't no reason for you to be out here looking like you messed up. It's too much money out here. It's too much money. I just want to stay on there. It's too much money. You don't have to be the guy with the AKs and the ARs and the thing with the switch. You go get you some bread.
Yes,
It's
sir.
out here and be
I got
humble.
a I got a personal question though. Know what I'm
Go
saying? How
ahead.
much yeah, what's your chart? I know that you had mentioned like managing, you know what I'm saying, also to the artists out there, but I want to give you a little background, you know what I'm saying, in the question too. It's like it with me. I record myself. I started recording myself after going to the studio, and I got tired of waiting on music. I started doing my own video after I got tired of waiting on foot. I started doing a lot of stuff by myself because I got tired of waiting and involving people. But now I got certain producers out there. And I went to the Art Institute. I got a couple of network and stuff like that. But I'm saying all of it to say I took out a lot of people out of the whole team. And when you a lot of time it easy, I can sell the hell out of a lot of other people product, and I can sell a good product. You know how they say good dope sell it. So I'm a hustler. But when it comes
Right.
to yourself as an artist and stuff like that, I'm realizing that you gonna need, and I'm speaking to all the artists that tune into this, you need sometimes it better to have somebody to represent you. Cause
Yeah.
like when it coming from your voice, it's just coming from your voice. But when it coming somebody else pitching about you as another product, it kind of make it more professional. And I was just looking at that, like in the sense of, you know what I'm saying? That's why I brought my question to my mind. It's a personal question, but at the same time, once in the listener audience, I know a lot of people, these young and tied into the music. And we got a guy right here, our beloved brother, that made it to the big screen. You know what I'm saying? They did music with Twister, tour, you know what I'm saying? They did a lot of dope things. So like our brother right here, you know what I'm saying, know what the hell he talking about. So that's why I put that question out there, like your management prices and stuff like that.
Man, look, that's what we started for my brothers and sisters. Like for you, you know, you call me. Any question, I always told you that you can call me. That we always, you know that. But for the other brothers and sisters, if y'all want me to, man, I can, you know what I'm saying, you can get me, I'll come out there with personally sit down, or we can do a little consultation. I'll do that. You can just hit me and we'll set it up as long as it's on my, my time frame where I can make sure I give you the 100% of me, because I don't want to give you 30% of me and I got too much things going on. And we can go from there. But definitely, man, I at least get you in the right direction where you looking at it with a clear eye, and that's my whole goal. So you can look at it with a clear eye, and and not just be hesitant on certain things. Or I'm here for that. Oh, this. But man, I do consultations all day, man. That's easy. All they gotta do is tap in with it.
Tap in, man. We got to get our big bro paid, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Tap in with bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Consultation, man. Pay that fee, man. You got
Hey,
to pay
look,
for the educate. You got to pay for the
and if
education, man. Yes, sir.
I got any promoters or any guys out there doing like showcases, and you need real representation files on the judge side, like I do executive work for In Grooves Universal. I've been doing that type of work in the background for years. So if you need like a little stand-up name to go on there, like say you got something going on, you got competition, and you like, damn, I can't get nobody, you definitely can call me, man. You just got to let me know ahead of time. I'm a prepared brother, so I like to do things early, but definitely in line for that. And if you need anybody else, with a name to them that's part of what I do, I got you, because I know a lot of people out there, and it's just like I rather share the information and let you build your own network rather than to die with it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, man. Y'all hearing it here live, man, from the big bro, man. Like, man, I'm just soaking it in, bro. Cause me personally, like, I've been, know what I'm saying, I do good. Cause I've been doing a lot myself, but like this, it's a hard ass industry to get into, and there's a lot of brother. Know what I'm saying, we
Yeah,
get to that age, and they like getting old. Know what I'm saying, like they really a young man sport. So I mean, I done changed my whole approach from a marketing standpoint of what I'm doing. I'm just speaking about this in general, like our brother is
right.
a musician that made it to the big screen, and I know a lot of our audience sometimes either trying to pursue a music career or trying to get in some type of entertainment, because the way it market to like that with the money. But I mean, I know business and just like bro, breaking down like it good to know your creativity, but I do math real good, man. I'm a smart guy. Like if you don't got your own studio, you paying like $30 to $50 hour to record a song, and then if you don't got your own producer, you paying like 100 to a couple of thousand for a beat. Then if you know what I'm saying, got your graphic designer, you paying, know what I'm saying, $30 to $50 for the album cost. Like you know what I'm saying, if you don't got your own CD duplicator, you paying X amount of dollar to get CD pressed, or if you trying to go to digital right, you paying X or Y to put it on your different distribution platform. But they like, I'm saying, and the reason why I broke down a number like that shit called money, fam. Like you, like anybody when you in business, the goal is to make money. And I just broke down that thing. Like you can't be doing music if you ain't got them recorded. So we talking about those all they're like just to do one project or 10 songs. You done spent like about $500 to $1,000.
Or more. And let me
Like
look. So you got say you like, I'm hot. I got the singer I want to go with. Whop the band. That's cool, but you got to get it to the masses. That costs real money to put a
mm-hmm,
single out without no plugs, without nobody to help you. Like, because you're gonna spend plenty money. You're gonna need close to $1 million to get a single going, and that's if they could not like it, and you can lose the money. So you definitely, I say, go educate yourself, because this ain't the overnight dream sport here. This is a you got to stay down to it going, and that's why I say go educate yourself, go understand business. It's just like if you was out here in the streets and you had a brick. Let me keep it real. You had a brick. That brick ain't gonna go sell itself. You gotta figure out where you gonna get the most money. Yeah, how you gonna make it go. It's the same with your stuff in entertainment. It's just like you having a brick, and you just like the brick came out of nowhere. You like, I got it, and you like, but damn, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna go set up. How this money gonna come in? How we gonna do this? It's the same thing with any business. You can have the product, but you gotta get the product to the people, and that's the part that costs money. So go learn the music business. Get with bro, cause he's a marketing genius. But learn marketing, cause marketing is number one with business.
Hey,
It
on
go hand
humble
in
bit, bro.
hand.
On humble bit, bro.
Hey, it go hand
Hey,
in
bro said marketing Jesus, man. I received that bit, bro. Man,
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
that coming from a celebrity, man. Man, I feel blessed, man. Like Speed not Monster, man. But yeah, coming up on that all beloved, you know what I'm saying? In the close, let me check, let me spend the comments and also to the
Man, holler at the people.
yeah, to the listening audience, if y'all got any comments, you know what I'm saying, please post them in the comment. Or if y'all got any questions, please post them in the comment section. But what you was finna say, bit, bro?
No, I want all of the people in the comments. Yeah, come on, let's see what we got.
Yeah, that nobody. I mean, everybody just shout out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really spent the block back yet on the comment tip. You know what I'm saying? Anybody have any question or whatnot? But that being said, I mean, sometimes one do, sometimes one don't. It's just a whole bunch of knowledge. But at the same time, in the
Yeah,
closing remarks,
but
oh, that was like what bro say right here, man. It better to listen. I mean,
hey, I appreciate that.
hey, for real, I do it. You know what I'm saying? It be like that sometimes, and it is like that's why we got 2 ears and 1 mouth. But in the closing remarks, bro.
Hey, but they hit me the easiest way is to hit me on IG at 290 West or number 4, like 54, and Big Rick. And Speed Our Mobster page, of course. But either one of them three you'll give me, because I'll be there. I'll see it come up faster. But definitely, let's make it work, man, for what we do. But I encourage all of y'all, man. Let's tap in and make something wonderful for 2023, man. I'm with anybody. Y'all got any events coming up that I need to know about? Y'all tap in, let me know, because I definitely want to be a part and support y'all situations, and I do the same. Because look, if you look at it like this, if we just use our brothers and sisters for all the businesses and things that we got going on within our thing, we don't need no regular people. But we got to understand that part first. I love y'all almighty to the world blow.
Yeah, bro said what's your Facebook?
I be on there, but I don't be on there, if that makes sense. Mobster Big Rick, though. Mobster Big Rick. Just like my name say, you'll see me with me and my children, but I don't be on there. Be
Yeah, you see
honest
how
with you guys.
you see how he got it on his name right here. He say Monster Big Rick. But
Yeah,
bro say it might have been love. But that being said, I guess all hearts and minds are settled. We ain't got no questions in the comments or whatnot. But like I do with all of my good beloved big bro, you know what I'm saying? I have everybody they gotta pray us out. It don't have to be anything pertaining to the nation, but it can be a universal prayer, whether you Christian, Muslim, Nuwabian, or whatever, what have you, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta close us out with a prayer.
I got you. I got you. This will cost someone.
Yes, sir.
And I used to say this all the time on my page to everybody. I'm bow my head and put my palms up because you know I'm coming in peace. I pray we all be successful within our lifestyle. I pray that we go get the help to get future understanding from old disputes that's holding us back from being great. Um, I put everything that I love 100% into seeing the success of my fellow brothers and sisters. Good. Let's get it. I just want to see
Amen.
y'all be
Amen.
successful, man.
Man, y'all heard it. Amen, man. Y'all heard it here live, man. I love you, big bro, man. You
Love
continue
you
to
too,
having a
bro.
mighty, magnificent rest of your day, man. And I appreciate you coming in, man. It's all love.
It's all love. And look, man, if y'all Don't do nothing else. Stay mighty. Just don't say it's mighty. Live what mighty is. And that's, you know what it is. I mean, going there, but you already know. Pause up.
Pause up, man. So chill, right? I'm sitting out here talking to self while self was hollering at God. And God was letting self know, like, yeah, it is a crazy coincidence. Like everybody come to God for with their problems, for help or blessings or what have you. But who God go to when God need the vent? When God need to let some off his shoulders or get some off his chest. The Lord's consiglia.